All right, guys, what's going on? It's Josh again, and this is another big day for Bitcoin, but mainly Ripple. And there's a lot of stuff going on, which I want to talk about with what's happening right now with Bitcoin, the ETF, but mainly Ripple. And another big change came on. And now, this isn't going to be a video. I don't do, technical stuff. I'm not here to show you just, oh, look at the charts. It got past this point. I want to talk about what actually just happened with Ripple and then also what's going on in the space and other developments economically that could help make sense to what's going on, because this is very important. That's why I titled it this video. It's the same thing when I made one about Bitcoin in relation to what happened with Facebook and what that meant for in general investors. So let's talk about the news and what's going on. Before I get into that, as always, I actually haven't said this in a while, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If this video helps you out in any way, drop a like, give me a comment. We'd love to interact with you guys and hear your thoughts on this. Who's holding it? Since when have you been holding Ripple and whatnot? I've been in Ripple. Go check my videos. I've had it for years. So this is pretty cool to wake up to and see what's going on. This is actually, and I think it hit the peak today, but it has been starting to rise. Really, a lot of these developments occurred since Monday. So it's interesting to see what's going on here. The first observation I have to say, the fact that Ripple moved off of this news, and we're going to talk about the news with Xrapid and the announcement that was made by one of the heads of Ripple and what they've discussed and what this means, and some of even the facts of how we're seeing things move with Ripple and some of the other stuff. But essentially, what's going on here now, and the thing I like, you see the circulating supply of Ripple is 39 billion, which is crazy. There's 100 billion coins total, which is a lot. And now this brings up the first point, why this move is meaning something. Ripple was up like 100% at one point, I think today. Let's check the daily chart. You had this thing up 10 more cents at 70 cents. And now this is insane because for a asset, even like a stock, even a penny stock, this is why penny stocks suck, is because when there's a large float, a large amount of circulating supply, it takes a lot more simply to get a price movement. So in this case, when we're seeing 100% price move and there's that big of a circulating supply, that means there is indeed a lot of activity, and that's what the volume showed. And this is showing more of a conviction, and which is why seeing this, it's clear there's either a lot of money or a lot of conviction and or both coming in at the same time. Now, there's another thing of what could, I'm kind of comparing it to the two. We've been seeing XRP2 Ripple. This is the wallet owned by the Ripple company to pretty much help them buy and sell Ripple and assist with the process to brokerages and whatnot. So there's been a lot of moves on them. You see, they sent 10 million to this wallet, and then another 5 million to Bitfinex, and then they received from this one wallet, and these amounts already total over $20 million. So, and you even just see over $295 million in Ripple, or just in general, have been traded through just the last few days. So we're seeing a huge influx. A lot has been coming from Asia as well too. But in general, looking at what's going on based on the circulating supply, to see this thing move up like this, that is indicating something. And this is, it's showing at the very least, even a sentiment change, which is why I'm, expecting here in this next few weeks, we might see one of those little Bitcoin, another one of the rallies. Will it last? A lot of these have been short-lived, but this could be indicating a definite change in the market. The market is kind of capitulated a little bit. People got tired. People were getting sad. Crypto is pretty much dead. And now this comes out of nowhere. That's awesome without as much hype, but a way bigger reaction. This has a lot of things it's telling us right now, which is why I'm very, very, very interested in it. And another thing is, and what happened today. And I actually want me to talk about what happened with Ripple, and I'll talk about the last two things unrelated to Ripple, but are tied in very, very closely to make sense of this run up and what's going on. But essentially what happened here is XRP on Monday announced through one of their heads that they're testing it now. They're going to release something called like X Passage. Xrapid. I forgot. I saw it on Reddit. Xrapid. And what this is going to do is just help add liquidity and facilitate these transactions. Really, it's allowing you to, if you're trading in different currencies and they're trying to add liquidity to these transactions, it's pretty much going to limit the time you're holding one currency for the other to a very, very slow duration to limit volatility of changing large amounts, through banks or large amounts in general. So this is going to be an auxiliary to the banks. That's why people have gone crazy for Ripple. They've said it's going to work through the banks. And again, even at the end of that discussion, the head or one of the heads of Ripple discussed working with Santander Bank, which is a huge bank, which is awesome. So, they brought all that up. It's a good tech. Literally, this is news. Market took it well. And best part is there was even bad news today too, that the ETF, the Bitcoin, the VanEck ETF got rejected again. However, it wasn't fully rejected. They just said they're just delaying the decision, which was again another good point because it wasn't fully directed. It makes sense back with that other news with Microsoft and Starbucks. I think we're going to see more stuff come into November. So I'm excited to see this happen. We'll see what happens with that FZ or whatever that company in November, see what happens with the ETF. But all in all, the reaction to this, the amount of money based on the float too, and everything coming in and seeing it happen is great. So that was the other thing. And then the last part too, which was interesting to note, we had really the first time gold is kind of nicked below 1200 in a really, really long time. It kind of clipped there late August, came back up, but now we had it again. We literally had a huge, I think it was like $1 billion wash in nominal value for gold. So pretty crazy to think about that occurred. So now if with gold dropping too, it could be indicating, how people are feeling towards just global environments, as well as even Bitcoin in general. Maybe we get back to that inverse relationship with gold and Bitcoin, which we've seen at many, many times, and, kind of solidifies investors' feel towards, a safer asset, what they see is safe, what's not. So this is very interesting. All in all, it's crazy. XRP is now number 2 on coin market cap, surpassed the Ripple. Everything else in the space is just killing it right now. Nope, Ethereum got it back right now as we're speaking. So they're battling, going back and forth. Still interesting. Everything else is just ripping off of this. It's bringing a lot of juice, volatility, money, good vibes, bad vibes, everything back into crypto. So it's going to be interesting to watch. I'm very interested to see what happens. But all in all, I think it's a good thing. I think this is something you guys should definitely watch. Keep your glasses on. Don't get caught up in any hype. Be safe. You guys see, if you've been trading, you know how it is, and be smart. So hopefully this helps you guys. I'll keep it there. I don't want to talk too much and ramble on. And hopefully this guys gets you on your path of understanding this and maybe even making some investments. And let's see what happens to crypto coming into 2019. I'm really excited. So love you guys. Subscribe, drop a like, comment. Peace out.